is having a good Saturday, and we are tracking just a bit of some rain, not in San Antonio, but just to the north of us. So you can see that there is kind of a line firing up here just along just central part of Texas. So this is from a front actually that is triggering up some storms. Nothing too severe, but we're going to zoom in here so you can see that it's just off towards the east of Rock Springs, a little bit towards Kerrville as well. There's just a very small storm there that's starting to develop. So it's actually starting to fizzle out. Just the one just off towards the far west that has some lightning, but that one is a thunderstorm warning, and so we're definitely monitoring this one. It is far to the north of San Antonio right now, but you can see that it does have some lightning involved with it, and so this is something again that we're just going to keep an eye on as we go overnight. You know, we are losing the heat of the day, so for the most part we're not expecting too much in San Antonio, but definitely there is that potential for storms to develop, but just a very small chance right now. And so that's something that's just off towards the north of us. But here in Bexar County, we're pretty dry. We did have some light drizzle is what we're expecting possibly for tomorrow morning, but that's about it. And we are going to keep with that just potential for the overnight and also for tomorrow, about a 20% chance of rain. So we didn't see much today, and it was pretty warm. So taking a look at our afternoon highs, we hit 86 degrees for San Antonio, and you know, this is pretty average for this time of year. It's not too warm. We're not into that summertime in the 90s. So that's the good news, because we did have some cloud coverage that kind of stuck around for most of the day, but as we got into late afternoon, we did have that sun, and that really helped to get those temperatures up into the mid 80s. But Hondo, you hit 90 degrees today, Floresville 91, Pearsall 91. A lot of the cities just to the south of us did hit the 90s. So as we go later into the week, we could see those temperatures actually rise and to pretty much stay there as well. But we are going to keep with those chances of rain. I'll let you know why in just a moment. But as we look at our average for this time of year, we're usually around 83. So for the high temperature today at 86, that's, you know, pretty much near where we usually are. Our record for today is 96. We did not hit that, but we are actually warmer for our low temperature. So in the morning, we hit 71. That's about 10 degrees above where we usually are. This time of year, the average is around 62. So a little bit warmer when you start your morning. It's also very humid as well. So it probably felt like we were in the 90s, or felt much warmer because of those humidity levels. Current temperature right now, we're at 80 degrees. Pleasanton at 83. So it has cooled down a little bit. Floresville at 84. Seguin at 78. So they're pretty much a little bit cooler for us, for just our friends just off towards the east. But as we take a look at the dew points, this is really going to be one of the reasons why we're going to stay with these chances of rain, because we do have a lot of moisture in the air. So you can see with this graphic, we have a lot of green on the map. San Antonio is at a 68 for a dew point right now. So this is something we see also in the summertime when we get those thunderstorms, because we do have a lot of moisture. And these dew points are pretty much going to stay in that green color for the next couple of days. So it is going to continue to feel humid, and that's going to also allow us to keep with those chances of showers. A small chance, but it is going to stay with us for the next couple of days. But we're also looking at a couple of other things too. As far as winds, right now it's a bit breezy. we have a wind coming out of the south around 11, we have it at 11 miles per hour in San Antonio, and in Bernie it's a little bit lower, just 5 miles, so a very light wind for them up to the north of us. And Pleasanton and Floresville, you're more breezy as well, 16 miles per hour. But the winds are really going to stay with us, and we're going to put this into motion so you can see in the next couple of graphics that we're going to have those wind gusts in the 20s. As far as the pollen count, we're pretty light on pecan and grass and medium on mold and oak. So this is much better than where we were last week. You know, we have had those allergies pretty high. And so this is actually some good news that we're not in that high category. But we definitely do need the rain, because as we zoom in here to Bexar County, we're looking at pretty much half of Bexar County is in this red color. So that means that we are in extreme drought. So it's something that, you know, once we get that rain, really anything is welcome. Even if we have just 20% chance, it's definitely something that we look forward to, and we hope that we can get some rain out of it to put some relief to this drought. We're in the exceptional category, which is more of that burgundy color, places just off towards the west of us there with Hondo. So just to the southern portions here, we're looking at even Cotulla. They're in that exceptional drought. So that is, out of 5 stages, they're at the most critical stage for the drought. And, you know, we haven't even hit summertime, so it is going to get warmer. So this is one reason that, you know, we really are trying to get some more rain out of this for some relief for this drought. Now, here's the winds that I was talking about. So the wind gusts are going to stay with us all the way through the next couple of days, because as we put this into motion, we're looking at for tomorrow, for your Sunday, and into the morning through 1 o'clock. This is tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We're looking at winds gusting up to 23 miles per hour. So this is that southeasterly breeze, and that's just really pushing in more of that moisture, driving up those humidity levels from the south. And they're going to stay with us. You can see we had some 26s. It's a Sunday night. We're still looking at wind gusts up to 26 miles per hour. And the good news is, you know, even though it is very humid outside, when we have these very strong wind gusts, it's, you know, it could be a fire hazard, but when we have such high dew points, it does put some relief for those fire hazards. So it's going to continue as we go into Monday. Here we go into Monday morning. You can see also a little bit of a line with some of that red, so that's over 20 miles per hour we're going to keep with those winds. 25 as we go into Monday afternoon, all the way through 3 o'clock. So if you do have anything that can be, you know, blown away easily outside on your porch, just keep in mind it's going to get pretty gusty. If you take a look here just off toward the east too, Gonzales, they're close to 30 miles per hour on Monday for a wind gust. In Victoria, they're at 32. So very breezy conditions for them just off towards the east there. And we're going to also take a look at our futurecast 2 points. This is when we're looking at moisture levels. You know, really all we need is some type of lift in the atmosphere. If we got that, you know, whether it was a front or an upper level system, this would really help to generate some good rain, because we have plenty of moisture available, but we're really lacking that big lift that would really cause some shower activity. So the humidity levels are going to stay pretty high. I mean, Pleasanton, Floresville, Seguin, you're all in the 70s. So this is very, very humid air that is going to stay with us all the way to the beginning of next week, and even to midweek. And now, one reason also we're going to keep with these chances of rain, and we're going to keep with this type of active weather pattern, nothing not high chances of rain, but because we have these types of waves in the atmosphere, it's not, we're not under a very strong high pressure, so that is allowing for that lift to occur. And one reason we do have those clouds, because we are having this type of upper level movement here in our upper winds. So as we put this into motion, I'm looking here for Wednesday. This is Wednesday afternoon. So you can see it's more of a pronounced here dip. So Wednesday into Thursday, this is Wednesday afternoon, we're looking at a much better chance of rain as we go into Wednesday night and into Thursday morning. So that's some good news. We're going to keep an eye on it. Hopefully we could get a good downpour. Even if they're very small isolated showers, sometimes they can produce a good downpour of rain. But the best chance we're looking at right now would be next week, midweek, Wednesday into Thursday. And then it's going to start to move off by Thursday. So going into the weekend, next weekend, we're going to have probably most likely more of a more sunny and warmer type of weather pattern. So as we look at the rain chances here, we're going for today all the way through Friday. Best chances are going to be Monday and Thursday. Now Monday, it's going to be, we're really going to keep an eye on the west, just to the west of San Antonio, because we could see some storm activity more towards Del Rio, and those could possibly just kind of stay together. But if not, then they would start to fizzle out, especially more later into the evening. But sometimes they hold together and you could get some rain out of it. So Monday and Thursday would be the best chance we could see some of that activity. Now, taking a look at temperatures, our future clouds and radar, you can really see kind of where there could be some possible shower activity as we go into tomorrow morning. We're looking at cloud coverage and also some drizzle that we could see in the morning. And then as we go into Sunday afternoon, some clearing, like what we had today, where we could see the sun. And Sunday night, maybe we could see a chance of a storm, a very low chance. That would be Sunday night, but we'll keep an eye on it. You can see here that with this model, it's showing a lot more coverage off towards Del Rio and Uvalde, a lot more rain activity. Definitely, I don't think it's going to be as widespread as that, what this model is showing, but I definitely think we could see a storm pop up in the Del Rio area, and something that we would monitor to see if it could hold together Sunday night and all into Bexar County. And it would continue into Monday morning. If it were to hold together, then we could see some rainfall. But definitely don't think you would need to cancel any plans for tomorrow if you're going to be outside. I think if we were to see any type of rain, it would be later Sunday night as those storms develop out to the west. And Monday, again, we're looking at cloudy, it's partly cloudy skies, and then we could see some clearing by the afternoon. But overall, for the next 7 days, here's kind of where you can see that forecast. This model is showing, possibly a half an inch of rainfall over the next 7 days. So not a lot, even though we're keeping with those chances for all the way into Thursday. We're keeping with those chances of rain. It's really not something we're looking at that we could see scattered heavy downpours, unfortunately. But we are looking at, maybe a half an inch far to the north. And, you could get lucky. Isolated showers could produce a downpour of an inch of rain. So that would be something welcomed if we were to get that. But for the most part, we're just looking at, a very small chance that not everybody would see any rain, but it could be something that's more isolated as we go into the next 7 days. But best chance would be that Wednesday into Thursday. More as we go into the north, the northwest, you can see that blue color where they could get over an inch of rain towards the Kerrville and Austin area. And here's your next 7 days. Like I said, Sunday night and into Monday morning, we could see, we're going to be monitoring to see if any of those storms really hold together from the west that would come our way Sunday night into Monday early morning. And then for the rest of the week, we're going to keep with a 20% chance of rain. Wednesday night into Thursday, we're putting a 40% chance right now that we could see possible isolated storms and for the rest of your Thursday. But then by Friday, we're looking at more sunny skies, temperatures warming up into the 90s, so more summer-like. That's about 10 degrees above average for this time of year. But temperatures are going to be trending on the warmer side in the upper 80s, depending if we do stay with cloud coverage for the majority of the day. It could be in the mid-80s, but it still is going to be very humid, so it is going to feel more like summer with that humidity. It's going to make it feel much more warmer and much more sticky as we keep these rain chances with us for the next couple of days. So there's your next 7 days. Doesn't look like there would be anything to rain out any type of plants. That's the good news. I'm just checking to see if y'all have any questions. And someone asked, are we going to get hail in Selma? Doesn't look like we're going to get any hail tonight. It looks more like closer, just off towards the north, more towards that Rock Springs areas where we're watching that system. And Grace is saying, I hope it rains. Grace asks, is there any storms out west moving towards San Antonio? Not at the moment. We can go back and look at that. So there's that line of showers. And as we zoom in, you can see it's a very small line of showers, but the thunderstorm warning has already expired because these storms are already starting to fizzle out. So at the moment, we're not looking at any type of severe weather for the San Antonio or the Selma area. Make sure I answered everybody else. Okay. It looks like I got all of the questions. Hope everyone is having a great Saturday. Hope everyone is being safe and enjoying this warmer weather. I know it is humid, but at least, even though it's humid, like I said, at least it's something that does help with those fire concerns. It's much worse when we have dry conditions, when we have dry and windy conditions. So I'm going to leave this up just for a little bit so y'all can see your 7 days. And Ryan is going to be here for the 10 o'clock, and he'll be giving more information and the rest of your forecast for the rest of the week with more details on that at the 10 o'clock. So make sure to tune in.